It's going to be the Jazz off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Jazz, the forwards are Hayward and Favors, Exum and Burks, their backcourt, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Utah Jazz saw one of the biggest year-to-year improvements in the league last season. A big part of that, of course, was their play on the road.
And, you know, Kevin, they nearly doubled their road wins from last season by getting 17 away from home. And I thought they progressively got better as the season wore on.
Here's Gobert after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Gobert, the screen. There's a screen. Gobert with a screen on Russell. Exum. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. 2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And guys, for the Lakers, you'd have to go back almost 40 years to find a time when the Lakers missed the postseason in back-to-back years. Fortunately for them, they won 2 titles in the next 6 years after that.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And it's doubtful that the Lakers will win multiple titles in the coming years unless something drastic happens. Still, this is a franchise committed to success, and they'll do whatever it takes to get back into the postseason.
Now here's Hayward. 6 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Kicks it to Gobert. Outside Favors. Now here's Burks. He's guarded closely. Dishes it to Gobert. Now here's Exum. He's guarded by Russell. A second chance effort. Exum's shot is off.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that.
And good on the basket. Cook it.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Favors. Burks with it. Back to Favors. Again, Favors missing. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Russell. Gobert with the block. Burks kicks to Exum. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
The Jazz shooting their first free throw this game.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And we all know Utah is a very young team. Last year, only the 76ers were younger. Still very competitive given the age and the lack of experience from this group.
Now, here's Clarkson. And he converts the layup. Clarkson's got 6 points.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, when Byron Scott and I had a chance to catch up a few minutes ago, he's certainly aware of the shot blocking talent on the other roster, but he doesn't want his guys to change their approach too much. He said, listen, we've got to continue to score in the paint. We can't just live on the outside. I just told our guys, when you jump up, jump into their body to try to take their legs away. Kevin, we'll see if they can score inside.
All right. right, Doris, thank you. Taking on a defense like the one they're facing today because certainly got their attention.
You have to watch film on them for a few minutes to see how sturdy they are defensively.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no surprise they spent the bulk of their preparations getting their offensive game plan in place and ready to roll.
Mark, an interesting fact about the Jazz and their age last year. At one point, they didn't even have the oldest starting five in the state of Utah. Now, think of this. The starting five of BYU, Greg and I were just talking about this, had an older average than Utah did.
Yeah, amazing. You look at the ages of Exum and Gobert and Favors. Makes sense that would be the case.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
First one falls for him. And so Russell hits them both. Jazz trail by 5. Exum dishes to Favors. Burks kicks to Hayward. It's stolen by Bryant. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Handle no good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Exum. He has 5. They set the pick. Gobert the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Exum passes to Hayward. Rebound the Lakers. Fast break. The Lakers moving it up. Here's Randall. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Los Angeles leading by 7 to the inside. Hibbert gets the bucket. Hibbert's got his first points in this one.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
The Jazz shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
And he sinks the second.
You know, for the Lakers, they were okay in the assist department, guys, but they were dead last in the league in secondary assists. That, to me, is indicative of an inefficient offense and also a new stat category.
Here's Hayward. The coast-to-coast dunk.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that.
Now, here's Clarkson. 6 points for him. Here's Hibbert. Brooks pulls it in.
And for the Lakers and that secondary assist stat, that just means they aren't making the extra pass, or it means they are holding on to the ball too long. Either way, it hurts the offense.
Hibbert with a screen for Russell. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Russell's got 6. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Bass comes in for Randall. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And Utah also making a switch. Booker's checked in. Jazz trail by 8. Here's Exum. He's got 5. A shot by Hayward. Wide open. Misses the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Bryant dishes to Williams. Passes to Hibbert. The feed to Bryant. Hibbert with the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams from outside. No luck. The Jazz go the other way with it. Feeds it to Exum. This one for 3, and he gets it to go. Exum's got 8 points. Los Angeles leading by 5. Outside Bryant. Hibbert with the screen. Russell a screen on Hayward. Kobe kicks to Williams. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got 3 assists in the game.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here is Russell. He has 6. Hibbert with a screen for Russell. He kicks to Williams. And the layup is good. Williams has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Burks. Bryant so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Hayward. And that one's good. His 2nd basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And one thing about Gordon Hayward, he's an excellent playmaker for a small forward. Averaged over 4 assists a game after averaging over 5 the year before. So you've got to love a scorer who is also unselfish.
Offensive rebound. On the wing, Kobe. Defended by Hayward. Bass with the screen. Now the dish to Kobe. Nobody near Williams. And the Lakers tack on 2 more. Getting back to Hayward, the one area where you'd like to see him improve, taking care of the basketball. Averages nearly 3 turnovers a game the past couple of years.
And Kevin, he's made a concerted effort to be more aggressive on offense while being more efficient as well. So he's got to balance those 2, aggression and efficiency.
Utah calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. And Nick Young is subbed in for Russell. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Lyles checked in for Favors. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. Rodney Hood's checked in for Burks, and it's Burke in for Dante Exum. Now here's Burke, and Booker kicks to Burke. Inside, here's Wiles. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Wiles got his first points of the game.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to.
The right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
There's the pick. To the left side wing. Here's Burke. The three-pointer, no good. Los Angeles leading by 7. Outside, Kobe. It's Young on the wing. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Jazz have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Now here's Burke, guarded closer. Pass to Wiles. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Clark Wiles, one of the many great players to come out of Kentucky and be eligible for this draft. He didn't wow as much as his teammates. I'm telling you what, he can play.
He's got a lot of game. He's actually one of my sleepers, Kevin, because he can do everything well. He can handle it. He goes both ways. He can shoot it. He defends. Really good IQ. I like this guy as being a surprise producer as an NBA player.
Free throws good, Lyles.
And guys, with Lyles playing out of position can be a blessing and a curse. I mean, he didn't get to play in his comfort zone and put up big numbers, but his skill set grew from the minutes he had to spend outside of that comfort zone.
So he gets them both.
Tell you what I like about Lyles is that he has a bit of an old man game about him. He's an old head, plays within himself, good at every small intangible thing on the court, just has a real nice feel for how to play.
Now here's Bryant. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the Jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Burke with it. He's guarded by Williams. The three. But they recover it. Booker makes it off the glass.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Bryant in the post. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Burke kicks to Booker. Here's the screen. There's the pass to Burke. To the middle. Here's Wiles. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The Jazz have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And that one misses. Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs if they were in the East.
Bryant passes to Young. And Bass kicks to Williams. Bass with a screen for Williams. Outside, Kobe. Here's Sacre. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And the Lakers lead by 7.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And Kobe Bryant, dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league, he talks about how he remains effective.
Well, you have to make adjustments. You try to figure out what you can and can't do, and you have to try to learn that pretty quickly and figure out how effective you can be. And so it's just about making adjustments.
Well, at Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of Greg adjustments, or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
Jordan Clarkson is out there with Williams. And it's Young. Then there's Robert Sacre. And it's Randall in at the 4. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Sacre dishes to Williams. There's a screen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Williams has got 9.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Tries from 16. Burke can't get it to go.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. Russell comes in for Lou Williams. Utah also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Booker. And Alec Burks subbed in for Joe Ingles. Young against Hayward. Young passes to Hibbert. Shot clock at 6. Russell kicks to Randall. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And that's now 6 points for Julius Randle.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Gobert, the screen. Hayward outside. His three-pointers off the mark.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Nice work there coming off the screen. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Burke. Good on the three-point shot. Burke's got 8 points. And former coach of the year Byron Scott now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
Dante Exum, he's checked in for Utah. And both free throws good for Roy Hibbert.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
That one goes. Count. Young's got his first basket.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Favors with the screen. Burks dishes to Favors. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on.
All right, now,
Consistency, the
Truth
challenge
shots.
for Hibbert.
Roof shots.
He misses the free throw.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league, had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
And the second free throw, good. Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it has done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, you know, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
Hayward goes in. Pass to Exum. Shot clock at 6. Back to Hayward. A baseline J. Another shot, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block, but that one's going to count.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Russell kicks to Randall. Now, here's Clarkson. Burks covering. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Utah's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Exum kicks to Favors. No good with the elbow jumper.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Now, here's Exum. 8 points for him. Gobert, the screen. And here's Exum. 3-pointer, Hayward. Again, the miss by Hayward.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Here's Young. Utah with the rebound.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Favors with the screen. Hayward passes to Exum. They set the pick. Back to Hayward. Takes a 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Hibbert's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
He gives them a double-digit lead. Clarkson's got 11 points.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Utah calls timeout.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Pass comes in for Randall. That's Bryant in for Nick Young. Utah also making some changes. Lyle comes in for Gobert. And Hood subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Now here's Exum. He's guarded by Russell. Here's Favors. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Favors got 5 points in the quarter. And for the Lakers without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person Clark stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
Here's Exum. He's got 8. Favors with a screen on Russell. Here's Exum. A rebound by Kobe Bryant.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Hibbert the bucket on the assist by Bryant. Bryant got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here's Exum. He's guarded by Russell. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. That's 10 points for Dante Exum. Lakers leading by 8. Bass with a screen for Russell. No luck. Great D that time from Favors. And now the fast break. Exum with the ball. Burks can't get it to go. Bryant's shot is off.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Favors with the screen. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Exum.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here's Bass. Got a hand on it. Now here's Exum. Defense right on him. Favors sets the pick for Exum. He dishes it to Favors. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. And it's Williams in for Clarkson. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah.
A lot of NBA teams have been outright buying developmental league teams. I mean, the Jazz did that last season. They purchased the Idaho Stampede last March, and we see more and more of that happening. One-on-one affiliations between D-League teams and NBA teams.
Now Exum. He's got 12. Left block shot on the way. Rebound by Williams. He feeds it to Russell. Kicks to Bass. From 15 feet away. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game. Well, last year the Jazz acquired the Stampede from the D-League. It makes sense. They'll have a designated place now to develop, Greg, all their young talent.
And Kevin, it's really a key for the Jazz to have those extra minutes available for all those young talents to get an opportunity to get confidence, but also to learn your system. I think more and more NBA teams will follow this route of buying D-League teams.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Favors with the screen. Here's Ingles. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 5 on the clock. Here's Exum. It's rebounded by Bass. Bass has got his 3rd rebound tonight. The drive by Russell. Here's Kobe. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 6-point Laker lead.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Ingles. Here's Favors. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
I'm sure they're satisfied with that possession, guys. Very nice shot that time.
Outside, Russell. Sacre dishes to Russell. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
For the Jazz, Trevor Booker comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Burke in for Exum. .56 seconds left in the second quarter. There's the pick. And Bass kicks to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. The Lakers rebound. Bass can't get it to go.
That's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Ingles can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 4. Kobe passes to Russell. Bass with the screen. There's the bucket. Good. 8 points for Kobe Bryant.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. That's exactly what they should have in mind here.
And that one's good. Burke's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Lakers on top, leading by 4. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here with Roy Hibbert. And Roy, what do you think the team needs to do coming up in the second half?
I think we need to take care of the ball on the offensive end, get back, but you got to do a better job of just controlling the pace of the game. You know, you can give a little bit of leeway, but I think we can do a better job in that aspect.
Roy, as always, we appreciate the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter was a heated battle, and they were only outscored by 1, ending the half with a 4-point lead. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, their playmakers were in top form tonight. They showed great court vision and great ball movement. That's why they had so many assists. It's much easier to defend guys who don't want to pass the basketball.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, it was a huge first half for their bench, a.k.a. the others, played pretty good. When you get a boost like this, it always gives the team a lift. And given how well the others are contributing, we'll probably continue to see more minutes for them in the second half. Starters or not, when players are producing, you got to ride them, cowboy.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Now look at Dante Exum. What a contribution.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Burke's the off guard with Hayward at the 3. And it's Exum in at the point. Gobert, the screen. Hayward goes in. Gobert dishes to Exum. Bryant against Hayward. Yeah, the step back. But they'll get another chance. And Gobert kicks to Hayward. Dishes it to Favors. Back to Hayward. Shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And in an era where so many guys take the money and run, Gordon Hayward did the best he could to live up to his new contract. Clark last year, a 4-year max deal signed heading into last season.
Yeah, and the way max contracts work nowadays, even the upper mid-tier guys are getting it. A trend that will probably continue, at least in the near future. I don't like it, though. There are only a small number of guys that are really max contract players in the NBA.
And when you get back to Hayward, last year his points per game were way up. But really impressive, his shooting percentages. His shooting percentages were way up. That's a big step forward, I believe, in his development.
You know, on the topic of whether Hayward is a true max prospect, he did some things last year to at least argue that he is. He was stronger, a lot more aggressive going to the rim. His defense improved, too. He'll need another year of development like that to silence the doubters.
And he's good on the second. You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
Clarkson passes to Hibbert. On the wing, Bryant. Defended by Hayward. Bryant dishes to Hibbert. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. And for Favors and his youth, he has made big strides. And in a few years' time could be one of the more dominant bigs in our league.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Exum kicks to Hayward. No good. Some solid defense from Kobe. Russell passes to Hibbert. Picked by Randall. Tipped away. Stolen by Exum. And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. Good on the shot. Hayward's got 8 points.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
And guys, with Favors, his development, you know, you forget, sometimes it takes big men a little longer to figure it out. I mean, he's certainly been putting it together here the last few seasons.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Hayward outside. Steps back and shoots. And Utah again with the bucket.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Passes it to Randall. Back to Bryant. Lakers working the ball around now. Randall with a screen for Russell. And stolen by Favors. Here's Burks. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Now it's just a 3-point Laker lead.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
It's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And the Jazz call time here. Last season, Kobe, with some thoughts on the development of U.S. players last season, felt that the AAU system, Clark, was problematic.
And I would not disagree specifically in this regard. Too much focus on playing games and winning versus skill development.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He was intent on running the offense through Kobe. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris.
And with Kobe, who's just so skilled, that critique holds water. Kobe felt that Europeans came into the league with more of a skill set because they learned how to play the game a little bit more collectively than the American players.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, for Kobe's statement, it's hard to measure something like skill with metrics. I mean, you look at shooting and free throw percentages, and there isn't too much of a difference between U.S. and European players.
Both free throws good from Randall. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant, stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the summer league, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Exum dishes to Gobert. Hayward outside. It's up a three, and the Jazz another three.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open. And, you know, going back to Randall's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The fifth metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
And talking about Randall's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
Randall playing well. He has 12 points and a steal.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stat sheet.
In Kelloggese, right? In Kelloggese. Exum kicks to Gobert. They set the pick. Lock at 6. Hayward goes in. Jumper off the screen. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's 15 points for Derek Favors. Los Angeles leading by 3. Young passes to Kobe. Pick by Randall. Kobe dishes to Randall. Goes up off the pick. Boom, he jams it straight down.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Hayward, left side. They get the rebound. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Roy Hibbert picks one up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Brandon Bass is checked in for Hibbert. And it's Williams in for Bryant. Booker, he's checked in for the Jazz. Burke comes in for Exum. Hayward hits them both.
Well, somehow the Lakers managed to avoid ending up in last place in the West last season. Still, it's a far, far cry from the Lakers teams of the past. Only 21 wins for them on the season.
Bass kicks to Young. Plenty of space. Rebounded by the Jazz. Booker's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Randall. Lakers leading by 3. And for the Lakers against the rest of the West last year, they only went 9-43, Greg, in their own conference matchups.
Yeah, and never a good sign when less than half of your wins come against your own conference. The Lakers know they have a long road ahead of them to get back to their years of Western Conference dominance.
Now here's Burke. He's covered by Clarkson. With some arc, Sacre with the block, and they're able to recover. Gobert with a screen on Young, and Hayward gets it to go.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Bass with the screen. Clarkson passes to Bass. To the paint, Sacre, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Lakers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. That free throw missing for the Jazz. Miles checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. Rodney Hood subbed in for Alec Burks. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. The big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean, he looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
The Lakers in the lead. Clarkson kicks to Young. Dash with the screen. To the middle, and stolen by Booker. Burke with it. 10 points for him. Lock at 6. The feed now to Booker. Here's Hood. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Pass with a screen for Williams. Right at the free throw line. Burke grabs the miss.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
And the Jazz, another 3.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now, here's Clarkson. Tight defense on him. Feeds to Sacre. Williams a screen. Shot off the pick. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Sacre's got 6 points. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Hood dishes to Booker. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. The Lakers making a switch here. Russell's checked in, and Utah with a change here too. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Hood. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
from 10 feet out. No good off the back of the rim.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
Burt can't get it to go.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Young against Hayward. Fades. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Utah's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Burt kicks to Ingles. He feeds it to Booker. Pass to Lyles. 6 on the shot clock. Ingles passes to Booker. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Booker's got the lead up to 2 now for the Jazz.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
On the pass to Lyles. Williams against Hayward. Shoots off the step back. It's rebounded by Bass. Bass has got 6 rebounds now in the game. He kicks to Sacre. The dish to Bass. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Bass has got his second basket of the game. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to Lyles. There's the pick, up off the screen, and the dunk by Booker.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Burke kicks to Booker. Hayward against Young. To the inside. Banked in off the glass. Booker's got 7 points for the quarter. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Los Angeles, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. The first free throw is good. And so Young nails them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Lets the 3 fly, and it's sent back by Russell. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Lakers lead by 3. And will return shortly. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Jazz trail by 3. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Williams is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Hayward on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. A baseline J. Can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Picked by Randall. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Derek Favors checked in for Trevor Booker. Outside Russell, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Exum dishes to Favors. Favors with the screen, kicks it to Burks. Favors passes to Burks. Clock at 6. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Burks has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Jazz. Outside Russell. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Exum kicks to Favors. Favors with the screen. Dishes to Hayward. Right side Favors. Off the mark from 16 feet out. The Lakers in the lead. Right side Russell. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. And that's now 9 points for D'Angelo Russell. Now here's Exum. Outside Favors. Gobert the screen. Here's Burks. No good on the triple.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Exum dishes to Gobert. Favors with the screen. Burks the pass to Favors. Connects on the foul line jumper.
That coverage is just too weak. I mean, heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you a game.
Here's Kobe. Hibbert with a screen for Russell, and they double up Russell. The tray, and it's Bryant missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Burks kicks to Exum. Favors in the post. Randall on him. Favors can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Outside Russell. Right side Williams. He dishes it to Randall. Now here's Kobe. Guarded close. Fader on the way. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Jazz have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Gobert the screen. Hayward against Kobe. Hayward kicks to Burks. Inside, here's Favors. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Here's Clarkson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
He's taller than most point guards, and he really put his length to use right there. Take a look at what Clarkson's been doing. 13 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Jazz have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. To the left side wing. Burks dishes to Gobert. They shoot again. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Just a tiny lead for him.
Yeah, but a chance to make it grow here.
The drive by Bryant. Good on the shot.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
And the Jazz making a change here. Booker's checked in.
Kobe Bryant is such a great all-around player. I mean, if there's one thing people don't talk about, it's his passing. He's 4th overall in assists amongst active players.
And going back to Kobe Bryant, guys, he had to learn the same thing that Michael Jordan had to learn on his own. To win championships, you have to trust your teammates and not take everything upon yourself.
Yeah, Kobe learned from the best and played with some of the best. So you can't ask for a better way to spend a career.
2 on the clock. Here's Burks and Hibbert with the block. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here's Clarkson. Hibbert with the screen. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Clarkson. So it's the Jazz now. 6-point game. Now Exum, he feeds it to Booker. To the inside. Nice D from Russell.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Kept alive.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Outside Russell. And they double up Russell. Randall. Oh, that's blocked. Hayward outside. Passes it to Exum. The feed to Favors. They set the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Lets a floater go, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his 3rd season. He doubled his scoring average, shooting percentage was up. Then last season, a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
And back to Alec Burks, a guy who entered the league with raw talent, but once the light went on, Greg, he showed the ability to help his team in a number of ways.
Yeah, he's going to be the prototype in terms of a two-way player. He's a guy who can not only score it for you, but he'll rebound and defend it. But what impressed me last season is he averaged 3 assists a game, really looked to make plays for his teammates.
The Lakers in the lead. Timeout called the Lakers.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Here's Russell. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 assists. Feeds it to Booker. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Russell. Rebound, Utah.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Count the bucket. 21 points for Derek Favors. Here's Russell. Pass to Clarkson. From 13. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Clarkson's got 6 in the quarter.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Exum passes to Favors. Hayward on the wing. Favors with a screen on Bryant. Favors with a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Russell. Out to the right wing. Now here's Clarkson. Burks covering. Here's the floater. Hayward with some nice D. Utah trailing here. Now the pass to Exum. The Jazz working the ball around now. Burks kicks to Favors. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Now, here's Clarkson. Defense is right there. Here's the dish to Hibbert. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Look out the game for Roy Hibbert. 8 rebounds and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Hibbert hits them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Tight D, tight D.
Favors with the screen. Pass to Burks to tie it up. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Bryant. And again, the Lakers no good.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game.
Favors with the screen. Burks dishes to exit. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. He kicks to Burks to take the lead. A rebound by the Lakers. Hibbert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Clarkson passes to Russell. And they double up Russell. Clarkson kicks to Hibbert. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
And the Jazz call time here.
They're committing an awful lot of fouls, and most of them are unproductive. You don't want to let guys get easy layups. I understand that. But this could turn into a parade to the foul line.
So it's the Jazz now, trailing by 2. Another miss by Utah.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
It's the mark. And he gets it to go. And that's 17 points for Kobe Bryant.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Hayward dishes to exit. Favors with a screen on Russell. Back to Hayward. 6 to shoot. And that comes off the assist by Exum. 23 points for Gordon Hayward.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're up by 1. 1:44 left in the game. .144 left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Randall, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Exum. He's guarded by Russell for three. Hayward, and it's Hayward again missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Hibbert with the screen. And they double up Russell. Off the screen. And Hibbert with the basket on the assist by Russell. 18 points for Roy Hibbert.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. They want things to be easy on themselves here late. Make sure he has the ball.
And Russell gets it to go. And it's a 7-point Laker lead.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Favors with the screen. Hayward goes in. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Got a piece of it. So here's Burks. Kicks it to Exum. To the paint. Here's Booker. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
The game has come down to this.
Ginormous possession here.
What intensity. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Russell with it. Picked by Randall. 5 on the clock. From deep. And it's Russell missing. Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
They need a 3 to tie, and they have enough time here to get a good look if they play their cards right. We'll see how they do.
Would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. We're going to see what happens right here.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finishes. Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Roy Hibbert. Roy, what does this sort of grind-it-out win say about your basketball team?
We're a tough team. We like to grind wins out, and you know, sometimes it's not always pretty, but we're trying to get the job done. And our bench did a great job of keeping us in there, so I'm really happy.
A great team effort, Roy. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Kobe Bryant, double figures in both points and assists for the double-double that led the way tonight. He was their motor offensively and really got the team fired up.
Look, how many times have we seen games like this from Kobe? He was the primary option. They needed a bucket. He delivered. His game has evolved in the last few years, but the recipe was working tonight.
What an unbelievable night he had passing the basketball. He was in total harmony with the other 4 guys on the floor and created countless easy chances with his assist work. That was a great performance. When he passes like that, there's no way they can lose.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.